white woman slaps a restaurant worker. She's been charged with the crime. Let's put up a picture full throttle here, okay? That's what you call an OG Karen. This is a woman from Enid, Oklahoma, has been charged over a racially motivated attack on a black teen employee at Little Caesars, okay? Her name is Rachel Schuerman, that's her name. Schuerman is charged with malicious harassment based upon race, which carries a maximum of $1,000 as a fine and up to 1 year in jail. However, it wasn't until 2 weeks after the March 30th incident that she was charged. She was arraigned on April 21st, has a bond appearance, court hearing on May 12th. We will follow that. Bond has been set at $5,000. Surveillance footage shows the assault. Let's go to that still. That is her literally getting out of her vehicle, opening her door at the drive-through to slap a teenager, a black teenager. 17-year-old Chris Beard was working as a drive-through cashier after school when Schuerman asked for an order of 2 pizzas and crazy bread. When she was informed they did not have crazy bread, she became irate. Chris then told her that if she came to the window, she could still get the 2 requested pizzas. All right, sounds reasonable to me, right? Listen, we're out of crazy bread, madam, okay? The irony here. We're out of crazy bread, but we, in fact, do have pizza left. Just come on around and I can accommodate that request, okay? Schuerman pulled around to the window and asked the working teen, "Do you want a diploma?" Chris responded, "Well, yes." The woman then said, "Listen here, N-word." The incident report shows. Chris in turn asked, "What?" Schuerman then replied, "You heard me, you effing N-word." She then asked if her words hurt the young black teen. After he replied no, the report goes on to state that Schuerman then got out of her car, stepped up to the window, and slapped Chris 2 times across his face. When a manager asked Schuerman what happened, she said, "I harassed him like I always do." She later told police she was just joking around with the kid, and then said, you know how it is." The teen told his parents about the incident when he arrived home, and they took him to the local police department to file a complaint, but the family sought legal counsel after not hearing back from the police department. Now I got some other twists and turns here, okay? A teenager just got physically assaulted in your establishment. I'm talking to the manager who didn't do a damn thing. Teenager, a minor, gets assaulted by an adult. You should have filed the police report. You should have sworn out a warrant for the arrest, but you did not. You wanted to reason with the customer who just slapped one of your employees and called them the N-word multiple times. What kind of manager are you? What kind of person are you? There's more. The Garfield County DA, Michael Fields on the left, let's put him up, and the Enid Police Department Chief, Brian Skaggs on the right. Fields told local outlet KFOR that Enid police could not arrest Schuerman because officers did not witness the misdemeanor with their own eyes. Have you ever heard of that before? You ever heard of that? You know why you haven't heard of it? Because it's a damn lie. That's why you've never heard of it. Witness testimony is reliable, but see, they actually had video here. They had witness testimony, you had a victim, and you had video. You had enough evidence to indict. You had enough evidence to do more than arrest. You literally had enough evidence for a grand jury to indict for a crime. But they said, "Oh, no. We didn't see it with our own eyes." How many crimes would the cops arrest people for if they just had to see the crime with their own eyes? This must be a special white lady privilege. I have never heard of this before in my natural life, ever. All right, even though there's surveillance footage, as I said, they initially said they couldn't do anything. Enid officers had to pass the case off to the DA, so prosecutors conducted their own investigation, a bunch of interviews, and then they finally put out the arrest warrant and locked her up. She proves the privilege exists. It took them weeks to do this, and they did not want to. And if it had not been for the parents of this young black male teenager who hired private counsel in order to get to the bottom of this, that woman would have gotten away with criminal assault of a minor. And nobody in the community, nobody in the chain of command, no one who's an authority figure in his life would have done the right thing by him. Not the city, not the cops, not his manager, but his parents did. What are we saying about the life of black youth when it takes this much for someone to be arrested for physically assaulting them on their job? Jordan, thoughts here?
This story is so telling. So aside from like, you have like the funny detail, which is like the crazy bread thing. And like that, okay, that's absurd. But then think about what she said when she was explaining herself, right? Oh, I just harass him like I always do. So this is somebody who like revels in this. She asked the kid if she hurt him with her words, the N-word twice. And like you could infer in that, like she just did that because she knew that word is rooted in hate and racism and a lot of historical pain. So it reflects who she is on the inside. And then she said, like when the police got involved, she told them that she was just joking around. You know how it is. Like that's pretty telling too. It's like, oh, come on, guys, we're all racists here, and they just decide they declined to do anything anyway. Like it's like a perfect encapsulation of racism and white supremacy and policing in this country. Just start to finish, the entire thing, all the characters involved. It's really absurd. I feel bad for the kid and his family. He certainly didn't deserve that. I can't imagine Crazy Bread is very good, let alone that great. It's really, really absurd. I feel bad for the kid.
Yeah. All right, one correction, Jordan. Crazy Bread is good.
Okay.
Okay, all right.